Getting pretty exciting right now. Don and Michael called and said they're about 4 minutes away. And this is kind of thrilling for me because, again, a huge fan of Don Coscarelli and Michael Baldwin. They do my kind of movies. Love the Phantasm with the Cuda in it. Oh, and there they are actually right there. Absolutely enthralled that the guys are here, and I will be the first to admit, I know I'm ice cold most of the time, but I was nervous. I was biting my nails. Nice to see you.
Hey, Mark.
Michael, my friend.
My name's Don Coscarelli, and I'm a filmmaker, writer, director, and producer. My first big success was a movie called Phantasm, which led to several sequels, Phantasm 2, Phantasm 3, and Phantasm 4 Oblivion.
My name is Michael Baldwin, and I am a writer and a producer out of Austin, Texas, and a sometimes actor. The most famous thing that I've been involved in is a series of films called Phantasm. And I started making these movies with my buddy Don Coscarelli when we were both a lot younger. I think I started when I was 13, starring in Phantasm. We've made a bunch of sequels. I gotta check out this RT first of all.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sweet.
This car is
This is
beautiful.
Royal's car.
What year is it?
It's a 1967 Coronet RT. It's a factory 440 Magnum car. It's all original numbers matching.
This would be a B-body, right?
This is a B-body
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
really like this
Oh,
car.
that's great.
Once we got the meet and greets done, we immediately went over to Royal's car. Michael just fell in love with it instantly. He seems to, I've noticed, like the B-bodies in some of our conversations before.
This car to me has this sort of executive hot rod feel.
Yeah.
Well, I think that that's what it would have probably been. This was the first real, I think, breakout for Chrysler. And I think it is. I mean, if you look at the inside, that's a handsome interior.
Right off the bat, first thing is I saw that RT parked out in front of the shop, and I just completely fell in love with that car.
I think he's in love with Royal's Poop Box 67 Coronet RT, so.
And so I think that car is bitchin'. All right, I'll take two.
Yeah.
Okay.
One for me, too.
They're on order, and there's a 24-month backlog. We took a few minutes to talk about Royal's car. The guys both loved it. They were asking all kinds of questions. It just seemed like a natural segue to bring them out to the graveyard and just pull the big curtain back and let them see what we got.
Oh, so you've got an entire row of B-bodies here.
That's 72 Charger, 68 Charger, 72. Now here's our Challenger. That's the sister to the Cuda.
Okay, Mark, stop stalling. When are we going to see the Cuda?
What's going on?
It's coming. They're actually doing some last-minute stuff on it over on the other side of the detail.
It better be right. The only person here I've seen so far is Mark, and I hear some like banging and sawing back in the other room. I think something fishy's going on. Like maybe the car didn't come together. Maybe he's gonna try to pull a trick on us or something. I'm very skeptical.
Last minute stuff?
It's gotta be right.
I mean, you're not finished? You didn't make the deadline? I think he's not ready. I think Mark is definitely not ready. To me, it seems pretty obvious that they're late and that we're here and we're, he's completely stalling. He's walking around showing us all the junkers. They're great, they're cool. I'm certain someday they're gonna be amazing. Yeah, he's totally stalling. He's not ready. Where's the car?
I made the deadline, but cars, there's about 4,000 parts and a couple of them might have took a little what we call dookie on me. And so they're fixing the dookie problem.
All right.
They're doing a detail on it. I said, my men are not going to be riding around in a dirty black car.
No.
Okay.
No.
I do have a lot of trust in the guys to finish it. They've been pulling together really well. I gave them a bit of just a kind of a little pep talk right before I came out as to what the potential downside could be if they screwed up. I'm going to kick a hole in the front of your throat, tear your Adam's apple out, and replace it with a hard turd. I thought that was a darn good price on a drop top.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh man.
Nice.
Wow. I'm going to say takes your breath away.
It's beautiful.
It's perfect.
Wow.
It's got the elastomeric bumpers. The vinyl top really
Wow.
looks sweet.
Yeah.
The louver windows.
Yeah.
Got the wing.
This thing's beautiful.
It is just awesome.
Wow.
It really is awesome. I really like that black bubble.
I love the shaker.
Yeah, but the black shaker is sweet.
Oh, versus like the Argent,
Yeah,
the original Argent.
it's really sinister.
All right, Don, I see several
They could've
things
been
about
in
the
here.
car that are not at the
Okay,
tribute level.
I didn't want to bring that up.
I think it was a Phantasm tribute car.
Oh, yeah.
So
No.
I think we should check off the things that are not tribute worthy.
Okay.
First thing is the flared fenders in the back. Don, tell us
That's
about that.
true.
Let's talk about that.
We had flared wheel wells,
Yes.
Mark.
Yes, I.
That back in the mid-70s, that was a really sweet muscle car edition.
It's not exact. is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's not exact. No. What are you laughing at? Freak?
Wrong wheels.
A short, fat
I'd
man
like to
getting
see-
Well,
pissed
that's
off.
true.
And
You
tires.
went with the authentic Mopar wheels. Now
I did go-
we had Kragers, I think.
All right.
on ours,
Yes, you
which
did.
was,
Yes, you did. You also had a great
Krager
pinstripe.
SS's.
Yeah.
And no
the
spoiler.
pinstripe.
The pinstripe's important.
Yeah, the pinstripes.
Bill
important.
Thornbury's brother
What's a Bill
actually
Thornbury?
painted the pinstripe.
But the cool thing is you do have the pistol grip without the console.
Yes.
That's very
yes,
authentic.
very important.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think we had a spoiler. Did we have a spoiler?
No, we had no spoiler.
Definitely not an N96
Now
car.
this is like the Phantasm car on steroids.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, the Phantasm car on steroids.
But
That's right.
it is
You laughed
missing
at, Reggie.
the sunroof,
Oh yeah, the sunroof.
because we had to pop out of the sunroof and shoot at the hearse.
Was it factory sunroof?
No, we just cut a hole in it
Yeah.
and popped
Michael?
in an aftermarket.
Oh, it wasn't a factory
You can
sunroof.
believe that.
Don Coscarelli's the butcher. He
Yeah.
cut the roof. Mopar guys.
I was
he
young.
cut open a roof.
I would never do it today.
And what's with the clown shoes? You guys shouldn't be.
Wow,
Those are
shoot.
Converse.
Those are
Those are
Hipster,
Converse.
hipster shoes.
Those aren't hipster.
Also known as clown
Geez.
shoes.
What? You know, they can all say what they want. I know what the original car looked like. I chose not to make it like the original car. I could have done that. I could have built it exactly. There's other things too that they're not mentioning. The original car had headers on it. That's when Mikey's underneath there working on it and hits his brother with the hammer on the shoe because he's working on one of the headers is loose. So I know what's original and what's not. It's a tribute car.
This car is amazing.
It is amazing.
That's all there
It
is
is.
to it.
First off, I was supremely flattered that someone would go and take something out of one of my movies and invest so much time and money. But I know that Mark had a client who was really intent and willing to support this thing, and it's just a pretty awesome concept.
This thing's beautiful.
It is just awesome.
Wow.
It really is awesome.
Oh, I'm driving that car. I don't need to convince anybody. I'm going to get in that car and drive it.
Well, you know what? Let me throw it back to Michael. Let's go. Let's show off your talents.
Let's go.
Can you
drive?
still drive this
Love
car?
it. You know, growing up Mopar and having driven some of the coolest cars on the planet, Hemis and six-packs, convertibles, my 71 Phantasm homage car has got to be one of my favorites from a fun standpoint. It was just plain fun. We did try to stick to OE appearance on everything, but at the same time, it was a tribute car, so I had a little bit of latitude on it. Michael is 14 years old again. Yes!
I love this car.
Driving around in the 71 Phantasm Cuda with Michael Baldwin and Don Coscarelli, to say it's surreal is probably an understatement. Might even have pinched myself a couple times to make sure I wasn't dreaming. I mean, this is cool stuff. This is the kind of stuff that when I'm an old man sitting in a rocking chair on my porch someday, I can look back of the things that I've done and know in my heart and in my mind, I'm probably a handful of guys in the entire world that have experienced Mopar as much as a Mopar could be experienced. This has just been nothing but fantastic journey, and I'm honored to be a part of it.
The Cuda was awesome. I mean, seeing it, it's more than just triple black. I might call it quintuple black. You've got the black bubble, you got the black body, you got the billboards, you got the black louvers, the black elastomerics. It's freaking awesome. I love this car.
Drives like a car that you don't get to drive anymore. It's a genuine muscle car, and you feel it. A lot of fun. Super cool. Mark, obviously, and this whole team, they did a great job.
What do I think about Darren? Well, he's a nice guy.
How come we don't sign the cars when we work on them?
Who cares about you?
See now.
Nobody likes a narcissist.
All right.
Here you go, Don. So, Coscarelli, when are we making Phantasm 5 anyway?
Are you up to it?
Yeah.
From your lips to the tall man's ears.
You heard it here
Is
first,
that a
folks.
yes?
You'll have to figure that out for yourself.
Just remember, it's never over.
Seeing the kind of work that comes out of Graveyard Carz definitely gets my eyes open as to if I ever have a car that I want to get into some serious restoration, this would be probably the first place that I would start.
Been a really great day here at Graveyard Carz. Having Don and Michael up has just been such a cool treat for everybody. I know we got a lot of signatures, told some good stories. I learned a lot about the backstory on Phantasm.
How do you like the car?
I'm loving this car.
It's a beautiful car.
I've been waiting for them to get back. They had asked me if they could take the car for a drive about 10 minutes ago, and I said yeah.
How far is it to LA?
I'd say about 1,000 miles.
I don't know if they're if the car's actually acting up, or you kind of get worried, but I don't have a cell phone for them.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. What about Mark?
He'll be all right.
Yeah, who cares?
What I'll do is I'll end up just going inside and seeing if I can send him a quick email.